Hello, Vibe Tribe. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. For those of you who are lucky enough to have a 3-day weekend, I hope you're enjoying it. For everybody else, happy Monday. There you go. Happy Monday. We are back. The Affirmators deck. Sorry, I'm not all dressed up today because in the United States and Canada, it's a holiday. So, I guess my attire is on holiday. But anyways, let's get rolling. Playfulness. I love that they use Mary Poppins on a motorcycle. That's pretty clever because, because she can't just pop open the umbrella and fly, right? She wants to fly low. So, excuse me. I have a visitor on my desk, which I did not expect. You never know what you're going to get with a live. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, sorry, that was scary. Things with lots of legs freak me out. So anyways, playfulness. Here you go. It was the perfect card to see, so I didn't super freak out. But, radiate kindness. So I'll trap it and release it outside. So, I'm a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. The lady really knows how to party. And yes, it's sugar, nothing else, kids. Stay with me here. Good morning, Eileen, with an A. So, hi, Jody. Yeah, I am a playful... You know what? I'm going to read this again since they just popped on. So, today's card is Playfulness. Mary Poppins on a motorcycle, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from. I'm a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. So, there you go. Excuse me, my apologies. It must be Monday because all the weird things are happening today. So, let's see. Playfulness. It's late afternoon. Jody is buzzing in from Holland. So I guess it's early afternoon there. And to all my people on the other side of the pond, there you go. So, I like this card because so last week I challenged myself to use a Henry James quote, and I will put both of these in the comments. But I was reading this the other day, and I couldn't understand why. I couldn't understand why this one in particular came up. So I think I've always believed everything kind of happens for a reason and when it's meant to happen. So it says, live all you can. It's a mistake not to. It doesn't so much matter what you do in particular, so long as you have your life. If you haven't had that, what have you had? Henry James. So there you go. Kind of goes along with the Mary Poppins card. A playful participant in life. Love you too, Jody. Okay, I'll talk to you later, girl. So, just for everyone that watches these later, I do these live, public live on Facebook, usually between 8 and 8:30 if you ever want to pop in and catch a live. But I do post them everywhere else later on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So, clicking subscribe on YouTube so I look cool. Seriously, Eileen did. But anyways, back to the card. You can be a playful participant in life, or you can just kind of be blah. And, we're not all going to have our really good days. We're going to have those days where we're just kind of like, meh. But if you wake up in a good mood, try to keep yourself in that mood. If you wake yourself up, or not wake yourself up, but if you wake up in a not so good mood, see if you can uplift yourself. Try to find things that will kind of boost you, will, hopefully make your day a little bit better. And if you can't, then that just means you're just having one of those days. But don't stay there. Staying there is where a lot of us, especially those of us with a dinged up mental health, kind of trip ourselves. And then we just keep going down and down and down until we've hit bottom, and then we feel like crap. So if you can, try to Mary Poppins your day. Okay? You know, she could be cross. Remember that. She could be cross sometimes. But for the most part, she was fun. You know, live all you can. It's a mistake not to, because, you know, no matter what your beliefs, and I kind of struggle with that one, because no matter what your beliefs, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, you've only got this particular life. Okay? So if you don't believe in reincarnation, you only live this life. I don't want to say you only live once, you only die once. You can live as many times as you want to in this life. You can have as many incarnations of yourself as you want to in this life. You can be a billion different people in this life, legally please, in this life. You know, people are constantly growing. People are constantly, you know, changing. And, you know, a lot of people are becoming who they are. For instance, Saturday, I had a particular upheaval of my own day. I mean, I watched this amazing play, but then it makes you start thinking, and then it kind of starts jogging your brain. And it really was so thought provoking and so emotion provoking that I started journaling. And as I started journaling, I realized that there were a lot of emotions that I still had stuck in me that I thought I'd let go of so many years ago. And I had the best ugly cry. Now, I say the best ugly cry because I think when you ugly cry, that's a soul cry. Ugly cry is just another wonderful word for soul cry. And when you're soul crying, you're releasing, you're letting things out, you are healing yourself the best way your body knows how, by just, you know, kind of almost convulsing in tears. And I let it go. And I took the rest of the day for myself, and then I just kind of, you know, felt like I was a little bit back to normal the next day, because I didn't want to stay there. And I knew if I did, it would not be good. I have a lot of anniversaries coming up. My mom's passing, what would have been my 16 years at my job, the year anniversary of being let go from my job. And a year ago when I thought about these things, they kind of broke me. Usually in a couple of weeks I'd be in Colorado visiting my aunt for her birthday, but this year, because of everything being shut down, that's not happening. So I'm going to have to face a lot of things that I would usually be able to ignore. And I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing to fall apart. Not all the time, and don't force yourself into it, but it's a good thing to fall apart when you need to, because it's your soul telling you, look, if you're not going to deal with this, I'm going to deal with it for you. It's kind of like they say, you know, when people go, they know they should be resting, and then they get a cold or the flu, you know. I'm going to say the cold or the flu, because I'm just going to say the cold or the flu, okay? But they get sidelined for a couple of days, and then they come back saying, wow, you know what? That was the crappiest thing I had to go through, but I feel so much more rested. And they don't put two and two together. So I am a firm believer that if you don't practice self-care, your body will force you into self-care. And that's not something you want, because being sick is miserable. When I don't take the time for myself, I get sidelined with sinus migraines, and they freaking suck. Okay. So, I'm grateful they're not a true migraine, but the pain is the same. And I sleep and I rest, you know, so that's your body telling you, if you don't, I will. So listen to your body, because your body knows, and your soul knows, and your soul does not have a problem sidelining you and putting you on the IR. So, or the DL, whatever you want to call it in sports, injured reserve, disabled list, you will be on that bench and not playing in the game. So there you go. Good morning, Lori. So, I'll read this again for Lori since she just got on. Playfulness. Mary Poppins on a motorbike. She's not using her umbrella because she's flying low. That's the recap of the earlier part. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. Yes, she does. And I'm going to repeat the Henry James quote one last time because I think it's cool that I finally get to use the Henry James quote. Live all you can. It's a mistake not to. It doesn't so much matter what you do in particular, so long as you have your life. If you haven't had that, what have you had? So add playfulness to your life. Add fun to your life. Don't forget to rest. Don't forget to practice self-care and self-love and, just self-care and self-love. Practice those things. Those two are kind of married to each other. They go hand in hand. Mary Poppins always knew how to bring joy to the situation. She only flew in when she was needed. So remember, this card is coming up for a reason. Somebody needs to add more joy and playfulness to their life. And any one of you out there who are watching this, let's just do it together. Let's just have fun with this card. I've always wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Now it's funny because Lori has a motorcycle, so I want her to look like this one day driving by my house. Okay, Lori, that's your challenge. I want her to look just like that riding past my house on a motorcycle dressed as Mary Poppins. I think that would be the best thing in the world. So anyway, she's probably rolling her eyes at me right now like, no, that's not happening. But yeah, just enjoy life, just go out and do something that you've always wanted to do. Go have fun with it, buy a motorcycle. That's what somebody I know did, because that's what she wanted to do, to go have fun and to just meditate, release, relax, and she does it on her bike. So that's your card for today. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Lori, I'm sorry you came in so late. But remember, these videos do go up on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and I will be posting it right after this. And I will be posting probably a neater version of this in the comments. So there you go. Yes, Eileen said it perfectly. Being carefree like kids who have no idea what it's like to have responsibilities in life. Go out and do that. It's okay to do that. Take care of your responsibilities, but after you're done doing that, just go enjoy yourself. Life isn't meant to just be kind of meh and sitting around and doing nothing. Life is meant to be lived. Even in this time where everything is closed down, you can still take drives. The freeways are still open. There's some places that are still open. Please stay away from the beaches this weekend. I'm a little mad at all the people that went to the beach this weekend because it was packed in one of our beaches. And I'd really like the county to reopen so I can start going out and having fun, things to do again. So I miss museums a lot. I miss Disneyland a lot. But anyway, getting off point here. Be carefree like a child. Eileen put it perfectly. Be carefree like a child. I think sometimes that's what we forget, is the child inside of us. And that child needs to be nurtured. So go out there, show that child some fun, and don't forget who you are inside. You're not just a worker bee. You're not just an adult paying bills. You are a person who has a life to be lived. So have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. For everybody who still has a 3-day weekend, enjoy the rest of it. Tomorrow is your work day. Tomorrow is your Monday. And again, to everyone that did not have a 3-day weekend, I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Go out there, kick today's ass, punch it in the face, whatever you want to do. If you're living in California, send up a nice little thought for our firefighters because they are working their asses off this weekend and pretty much the last month, but for sure this weekend. So anyways, again, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.